A very good morning to you and thanks for joining us on Business News. I am Eriti Christopher. Making up today's headlines. Crude oil prices fall by 16.74%. Market capitalization gains 1.7 trillion naira in 1 week. And stock market investors gain 3.9 trillion naira in May. The country's external reserve have declined in the first 4 months of the year, standing at $37.9 billion at the end of April. This decline is attributed to a significant drop in crude oil prices, which fell by 16.74% this year, from 73.29% barrel on January 2nd to $62.78 per barrel as of May 31. Report says the decline in oil prices is linked to the decision by the Organization of the Petroleum Exporting Countries and Allies, including Russia, to increase production by nearly 1 million barrels per day from April to June. Consequently, at $50 per barrel and a production level of 1.5 million barrels per day, Nigeria's oil revenue is set to fall 10% short of its fiscal breakdown point. This shortfall could push the fiscal deficit to 6 to 7% of GDP, exacerbated inflationary pressures. Meanwhile, sources indicate that in an upcoming meeting, 8 OPEC Plus countries may deliberate on the potential output increase of 41,000 barrels per day for July. The depletion of the country's external reserve by 5.91% this year, from $40.88 billion in January to $38.47 billion in May 29, was exacerbated by Nigeria's oil production, which has been oscillating in this year. On our next report, the Nigerian exchange closed the trading week on a bullish note as investor sentiment turned positive, resulting in a surge of 1.71 trillion naira in market capitalization. According to the weekly trading report by the NGX, the all-share index appreciated by 2.49% to close at 111,742.01 points, while the market capitalization rose by 70.463 trillion naira from 68.753 trillion naira in the previous week. Report says investors traded a total turnover of 3.794 billion naira shares, worth 119.394 billion naira in 89,636 deals, showing a slight decrease in volume compared to 3.932 billion shares, valued at 74.813 billion naira exchanged in 105,220 deals last week. However, there is a significant rise in value, indicating stronger participation in higher price stocks. Consequently, the financial services sector led the activity chart, measured by volume, with 2.744 billion shares, valued at 79.805 billion naira traded in 36,458 deals. This accounted for 72.34% and 66.84% of the total equity turnover volume and value respectively. The consumer goods industry followed with 201.889 million shares, valued at 7.623 billion naira in 11,922 deals, while the services industry recorded a turnover of 173.748 million shares, worth 1.719 billion naira in 6,385 deals. Meanwhile, despite the global uncertainties as a result of ongoing trade wars, investors in the Nigerian stock market gained tremendous 3.966 trillion naira in the month of May 2025 from their investment on the Nigerian Exchange Limited. Specifically, the market capitalization of the NGX, which deficit the total value of stocks listed on the exchange, closed last week at 70.662 trillion naira from 66.496 trillion naira in the month of April 2025. The NGX all-share index also rose significantly by 5.6% to close at 111,742.06 basis points from 105,800.62 points in April 2025. Market analysts has attributed the market surge to improve domestic investors' confidence and resilient market sentiment, even as they cautioned for subsequent trading. Analysis of trading also showed that the market recorded uptrend week on week as the NGX All Share Index went up by 2.5%, while market capitalization went up by 1.7 trillion naira. Consequently, the year-to-date returns increased to 8.6%. Market activity was mixed as trading volume declined by 3.5% week on week, while trading value rose by 59.6% week on week. And on the official foreign exchange, the naira is exchanged at the value of 1,586.15 to the US dollar, while depreciating marginally to 1,797.11 to the euro and 2,136.38 to the British pound. It, however, depreciated to 11.02 to the Japanese yen, gaining marginally to close at 1,923.31 to the Swiss franc and 88.25 to the South African rand. And that's how much we can take in today's business news. Thanks for being there. I am Eriti Christopher.